Hello, my name is Kyle Power, and this is my presentation. And in this presentation, I will review an interview question as it relates to a promotional competitive oral exam for the position of lifeguard captain as it pertains to the Los Angeles County Fire Department. In this presentation, I'll give a hypothetical question example and give examples on a wrong answer, a mediocre answer, as well as an outstanding answer. In this hypothetical question that will measure the candidate's understanding of their roles and responsibilities as a supervisor and a captain for LA County Fire Department. The hypothetical question is that you arrive on scene to a multiple victim rescue. Once you arrive on scene, a lifeguard states that one victim was not accounted for in the rescue and submerged in a rip current in the vicinity, and you are to describe your actions. In answering interview questions, according to the text of the Human Resource Management in Public Service, the common errors include not practicing for the interview process, not knowing the organization, not listening to the question, and kind of going on some predetermined answers that the candidate may have planned for, and then not balancing technical and non-technical aspects of the role, and not dressing the part, which may include not adhering to proper grooming standards that would be appropriate for the position you are applying for. In this example and hypothetical question of answering inappropriately, and I find this in conducting interviews pretty often, the interviewee answers the question based on their understanding of their current role, and although they may have a very comprehensive understanding in their current position, they would answer what they would do in their current position as an ocean lifeguard specialist and how they would conduct themselves in a rescue effort, rather than answering it in the role of a supervisor or incident commander in a missing swimmer search and rescue. And this could lead to them answering incorrectly. So answering in the realm of their current role and responsibility rather than the rank they're applying for, and adhering to the operations role of their current rank rather than the operations role of the role they're applying for. In this scenario, that would include being part of the rescue effort, conducting line searches in the water, being a team leader in a group under the span of control, and just really missing the entire role that of the captain that they're interviewing for. In this hypothetical question, mediocre answer would possibly be one that kind of blends the roles and responsibilities of the OLS or the current position that they hold, and then touching on some of the captain's responsibilities of initiating an incident, but not communicating the appropriate resources comprehensively that are required on a missing swimmer, and not fully understanding all the different resources and notifications that must be made by the captain or the on-scene captain in initiating the marine search and rescue. So kind of blending their current role, understanding and roles and responsibilities as an ocean lifeguard specialist, but not completely responding or replying to the answer as how they would fit as a role as a captain in this incident. And maybe touching on the captain's roles a little bit, but not completely answering comprehensively what is needed for this incident. In responding to the hypothetical question, in an outstanding response to this question would entail responding with a comprehensive understanding of the roles and responsibilities of the position they're applying for, which is a lifeguard captain, and assuming the role as the incident commander, which would begin with initiating a marine search and rescue response, via the UHF radio with command and control, and requesting the appropriate resources and making proper notifications. This would begin by naming the incident as it falls within the guidelines of the ICS principles, providing the incident command post and announcing the location of the command post, declaring yourself as the incident commander of the incident, and adhering to the ICS principles, as well as allocating all resources in the appropriate span of control. Some of the resources or the resources of an MSAR would include the appropriate jurisdictional rescue boat, dispatching the underwater rescue and recovery unit, which is the LA County Lifeguard Dive Team, requesting an air squad for the search, knowing the area, the jurisdictional areas, ALS or Advanced Life Support units, and providing them with a staging area for medical standby, creating search groups with oncoming resources, and distributing them into groups within the span of control set forth in the ICS guidelines, requesting the rescue watercraft, notifications to the jurisdictional or duty Marine Battalion Chief, requesting a PIO, and knowing who that duty PIO is so that notifications can be made for media, notifying the Coast Guard and law enforcement to get more information on the missing person. Operations assignments with incoming personnel require briefings, so a comprehensive understanding of the incident and what's going on, and getting that information and assigning specific roles to each person, as well as getting a personal accountability report for every person that is a rescuer on scene, to provide safety for all rescuers on scene, and getting that accountability report and allocating them appropriately, as well as directing the operation to conduct the appropriate search pattern at the last known position to ensure the best outcome for the missing swimmer and recovery and rescue efforts. In closing of this presentation, we gave a hypothetical question as it pertained to a competitive interview process for an ocean lifeguard captain interview. I gave an example of a wrong answer and some of the reasons that accompany wrong answers and bad preparation for an interview process, as well as a mediocre answer that kind of touched on some of the roles and responsibilities of a captain for a marine search and rescue. However, didn't comprehensively cover all the roles and responsibilities. And then an outstanding answer that showed the candidate's knowledge of their roles and responsibilities as a supervisor in the incident of marine search and rescue. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.